Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to day 23 of the Jim Tang 30-day challenge. Disingenuously, I'm actually recording this on day 24, but I actually had the footage recorded for day 23, so I'm just going to make the check-in anyway based off what I remember. The days are slurring together, and this is just egregiously late, but I don't know if it's OCD or if I just like it to be uniform, but I don't want another double day. And frankly, I have a unique thought from yesterday, or at least yesterday between like 4 p.m. and 6 in the morning, where I just, I got up, I worked out, and then I worked out with friends, and then I played Overwatch, classic play. I have one account which is like Diamond Plat, and then I have a friend who was Silver. So I have an alt, and I placed the alt in like Bronze Silver, and then I duo queued with him up to like Gold. So, and now we can actually play on the lower ends of my friends that I play with when I'm on my diamond account. So like, the accounts are merging, but needless to say, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. And then after that, I still stayed up and hung out with my friend, and he was continuing to make this song, and I just got this gratitude from him because he was stuck on the chorus. And originally I helped him with the chorus, and then I helped him with the bridge, and then we switched beats entirely, but we kept some of the songs, and then I started telling him about octets and quarters and eighth notes and symmetry. Like a haiku is a good example of ways to like weave a rap bar, and also on like the rule of three. And he's been able to make moves on his song through actually writing the lyrics so much faster and like switching up the flows. And it's just nice to have someone that he can work with, at least like who's willing to judge him honestly. And he conveyed that to me. And for me, this is also a friend that like, I previously have disliked because he's historically been just really undirected in life. And I know it's really, you could say it's unfair of me to judge people based off of their life passions, but I like passionate people. I like people who actually want to talk about things and work about things and get really involved and interested about something because they'll talk about it. And I like how people sound when they talk about the things that they actually care about. But the bottom line is that friend, he expressed gratitude to me over this. And it's something that I never really thought about. Where I'm just like, I don't really know why I help people. It's just been second nature. Like I started in tutoring, and then I started a club where I instituted tutoring uh, for chemistry throughout my entire high school, and then that was a lasting legacy. And then I was a track captain because I helped people, and then I went to college, and then I got positions of leadership because I help people, and I still teach. And I like, educating and helping kids with their worldview and perspective, and also learning something practical, something that I think is actually useful, which is, unfortunately is coding and engineering. But the bottom line is, I couldn't pin a reason on why I help people because, when you help someone, you're not necessarily helping yourself, right? In order to be able to teach somebody something, you are not learning something new. You're developing the skill of teaching, and you're reinforcing your own understanding, but you're not developing new understanding. You're not really pushing yourself in that way. And then I started thinking about like my life, growing up. And to me, it was my father. And I've been getting on him recently for it because it's summer. But we go on vacation, and this guy, he just is fixing problems left and right. Like he can't rest. He's finding food. He's developing an itinerary. Like my sister graduated. He was making a grad video when he was on the move and helping my grandparents not fight, and like all this stuff going on. And all he's doing is solving problems. And he can't find a way to relax unless he completely isolates himself from the family and from work. And then he can just be alone and go on a hike and just enjoy. Like I go on a hike on this guy, and he's just worried about navigating the hike. And I asked him, I'm just like, all you do is solve problems, and he's a network engineer, and I'm like, all he does is solve problems, and I'm like, why can't you just enjoy your vacation? And he's just like, I give to the family, I provide for the family, and I cannot rest until the family's provided for. And usually that just means when he goes to bed and he wakes up and he has to deal with more problems again. It could be money, it it could be something like life problems. Like even if you talk to him, he just immediately goes into problem solving mode, breaks down the problem, the ass, just a really stand up guy, always dependable. But I asked him why, and he just said like that was what it meant to be a father for him. That was a responsibility that he accepted, It's a life that he's lived for like decades now, right? I'm getting old. And there's another quote out there from Instagram. It was just, your pride as a man, which you could argue is sexist, is based off how many people you've helped. And I couldn't explain it about why, but it deeply resonates with me. It feels good to hear people's stories and actually see how they get to the places that they get in life and what inspires them. I like teaching and educating and help people with their lives and help people write their stories. And I thoroughly enjoy like sports and helping people on their self-improvement journeys. And I stand very firm on being around people who actively want to improve themselves and be better at the things that they do compulsively. And I couldn't tell you why beyond that. It's just a personal value of mine to always want to improve. And that doesn't mean putting people down, but that means only putting people up when they're up. And to not encourage behavior that keeps them down. And that's a interesting position to be. But yeah, moment of self-reflection. Short one today for the check-in, because I'll be making two. But yeah, going back on my word that I said previously, bottom line is I had the footage for it, and yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye.